Hey there, young scholars! Today we're diving into the world of figures of speech, and our star of the show is Antithesis. It's the interplay of opposites that makes the cosmos so fascinating. Antithesis is a literary device that uses opposites to pack a punch to make us sit up and take notice. So, get ready to unlock the secrets of antithesis and discover how this figure of speech can add depth and intrigue to your writing and speaking. So what exactly is antithesis? In the simplest terms, it's a literary device that juxtaposes two contrasting ideas, often in the same sentence. Think of it as a verbal tug-of-war, where two opposing forces collide to create a powerful effect. Imagine you have a sentence with two ideas that are complete opposites, like hot and cold. That's the power of antithesis. It brings together contrasting ideas to illuminate their differences and create a more impactful message. Let's take a look at a classic example. Speech is silver, but silence is golden. This proverb uses antithesis to emphasize the value of silence over excessive talking. Here's another famous example from Charles Dickens. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This line perfectly captures the paradoxical nature of life, where joy and sorrow often coexist. Consider this biblical proverb, "Many are called, but few are chosen." This statement uses antithesis to convey the idea that not everyone who has potential will ultimately achieve greatness. This next example highlights the human capacity for both error and forgiveness. To err is human, to forgive divine. Now, let's delve into the world of literature, where antithesis reigns supreme. William Shakespeare, the master of language, was particularly fond of this device. In Hamlet, Polonius advises his son Laertes with these memorable words, "Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice." John Milton, another literary giant, employed antithesis to great effect in his epic poem Paradise Lost. Satan, the fallen angel, famously declares, "Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven." This line uses antithesis to highlight Satan's rebellious nature and his preference for power over submission. Returning to Shakespeare, we encounter another powerful example of antithesis in Julius Caesar. Brutus, justifying his role in Caesar's assassination, proclaims, "Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more." This statement uses antithesis to convey the agonizing choice Brutus faced: loyalty to his friend versus duty to his nation. Even in the realm of history, antithesis has left its mark. When Neil Armstrong took his first steps on the moon, he uttered these now iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." This statement uses antithesis to contrast the seemingly insignificant act of stepping onto the lunar surface with the monumental achievement it represented for humanity. So how can you become a master of antithesis? Look for sentences that have two opposite ideas. These ideas will usually be placed close to each other to highlight their differences. Words like "but yet" and "however" can be clues that you're looking at an antithesis.